Have you ever looked at your neighbors and felt a quiet sense of confusion? You see the brand new electric sport utility vehicles parked in their driveways. You see the photos of their constant European vacations on social media. You see them remodeling their kitchens with high-end marble while they barely seem to be working. Then you look at your own bank account and the retirement goals you have been chasing for decades. You wonder what you missed. You wonder if you are the only one who did not get the memo on how to become wealthy in this new economy of 2026. It feels like everyone else is winning, while you are just trying to keep your head above water, despite your years of hard work. But I want you to take a deep breath, because I am about to tell you something very important. It is almost never what it looks like. The reality of what is happening behind those closed doors is often the complete opposite of what your eyes are telling you. We are currently living in a theater of success, where the costumes are rented and the stage is built on a foundation of sand. Today we are going to peel back the curtain on the three invisible sources of money that are fueling this illusion of wealth. Once you see the truth, you will realize that your disciplined path is not a mistake, but your greatest strength. If you find this perspective helpful, please take a moment to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. By joining our community, you help us reach more people who are tired of the noise and looking for real financial truth. Also, please leave a comment below, sharing one thing you have stopped buying because the value just is not there anymore. We learn so much from each other's experiences, and your comment might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. Now let us start with the biggest piece of the puzzle, which is housing. In 2026, a home is no longer just a place to live for many people. It has become a massive weight that is crushing their future self. When you see that beautiful new house down the street, with the open floor plan and the pristine landscaping, you assume the owners are making a fortune. The data from the Federal Reserve tells a different story. First-time home buyers and even move-up buyers are now spending 40% or more of their gross income just to cover the mortgage. Keep in mind that is income before taxes are even taken out. After you factor in the high property taxes of 2026 and the rising costs of insurance, the actual take-home pay left for these families is shockingly small. They are essentially living in a high-end prison, where they are only one missed paycheck away from a total collapse. They have plenty of equity on paper, but they cannot use that equity to buy groceries or pay the electric bill. In this current market, the cost of maintaining these massive homes has also skyrocketed. Roof repairs, climate control systems, and general upkeep are now double what they were just a few years ago. Many of these homeowners are one major repair away from financial ruin, but you would never know it by looking at their pristine front lawns. Then we have the cars, which have become the ultimate symbol of the wealth illusion. According to the latest reports from Edmunds, the average monthly car payment has now crossed a staggering threshold. Nearly 25% of all new car loans now have monthly payments over $1,000. 85% of new vehicles on the road today are financed or leased. That shiny truck or luxury sedan you see in traffic is not a sign of wealth. It is a sign of a massive monthly obligation that is eating away at their ability to save for retirement. If someone is earning $70,000 a year, a $1,000 car payment represents a huge portion of their life energy. They are working 40 hours a week just to afford the machine that takes them to work. Furthermore, the technology in these 2026 electric vehicles is changing so fast that these cars depreciate almost instantly. People are trapped in a cycle of trading in vehicles they do not own for new debt they cannot afford, just to keep up with the latest features. But where is the rest of the money coming from? This is where we find the most painful truth of 2026. It is the invisible support from parents who are sacrificing their own future. Recent surveys show that 50% of parents with adult children are regularly providing financial assistance. This is not just a little help here and there. These contributions are averaging nearly $1,500 per month per child. Parents are paying for cell phone plans, car insurance, and even helping with rent or down payments. What is truly alarming is that half of these parents admit they are sacrificing their own financial security to provide this help. They are raiding their own retirement accounts and stopping their contributions just so their children can maintain a certain lifestyle. This is the hidden cost of the modern middle-class dream. It is a dream that is being subsidized by the hard-earned savings of the previous generation. When you see a young couple living in a nice apartment and taking trips, it is often heavily subsidized by the very people who should be focusing on their own retirement. This creates a cycle of dependency that leaves both generations vulnerable to any economic downturn. The parents are losing their safety net, and the children are never learning the true cost of independence. So why does this matter to you? It matters because the comparison trap is the fastest way to burn out. If you are focusing on the highlights of others, you are ignoring their hardships and downplaying your own victories. In 2026, social media filters and artificial intelligence have made it easier than ever to fake a lifestyle of luxury. You are comparing your real life with its real bills and real stresses to a curated digital lie. Maybe you chose to keep driving your old reliable car instead of taking on an 8-year loan. Maybe you decided to stay in your modest home even though you could have qualified for something much larger. From the outside, it might not look like an achievement, but in reality, you are building a fortress of peace. You are the one who will be able to sleep soundly when the next economic shift happens. Let us look at the actual numbers for retirement savings in 2026. The median retirement savings for households headed by someone around age 62 is only about $200,000. Many people hear that and think it is a lot of money. But when you apply the updated safe withdrawal rules for 2026, it tells a different story. With high inflation and market volatility, many experts now suggest a withdrawal rate closer to 3.3% instead of the old 4% rule. A $200,000 portfolio at 3.3% only generates about $6,600 per year. That is only $550 per month. Even with Social Security providing an average of $2,000 per person, it is a very lean existence. The gap between the perception of wealth and the reality of retirement readiness is wider than it has ever been. Most people are reaching their 60s and realizing that their home equity cannot be eaten. They are finding out that their lifestyle was a performance with no audience, and they are finding out that the audience they were trying to impress is just as broke as they are. This is why I want you to focus on liquid assets and cash flow. In 2026, cash is the ultimate hedge against uncertainty. True wealth is not about what you own, but about what you don't owe. It is about having the freedom to say no to a toxic job or a stressful situation because your bills are already covered. It is about knowing that you will not be a burden to your children in 20 or 30 years. It is about the quiet dignity of knowing your foundation is solid. As we move further into 2026, the pressure to conform to social standards will only increase. The digital world will continue to show you filtered versions of reality designed to make you feel inadequate. But you have the power to opt out of the game. You can choose to be the person who is quiet about their success, but loud about their peace of mind. You can choose to focus on meaningful experiences and deep relationships, rather than material possessions that lose their luster. Before we conclude, please remember to hit the like button if this message resonated with you today. Subscribe to the channel so you do not miss our upcoming deep dives into the strategies that actually work for long-term security. Our mission is to help you navigate this complex economy with clarity and confidence. And do not forget to share your thoughts in the comments about the hidden costs you are seeing in your own community. Your voice is a vital part of this conversation, and it helps others realize they are not alone. The path to a secure retirement is not found in a grand gesture or a lucky break. It is found in the small daily choices to prioritize your future self over the temporary thrill of a purchase. It is found in the discipline to stay the course when everyone else seems to be taking the easy way out. It is found in the courage to live a life that is authentic to your values, rather than a performance for the neighbors. The second million always comes faster than the first, because compounding eventually does the heavy lifting. But you have to stay in the game long enough to let that happen. You have to protect your capital and your peace of mind with everything you have. Your steady savings and your wise investments are working for you even when you cannot see it. You are building something that lasts. You are creating a legacy of wisdom and stability for yourself and those you love. And that is worth more than any luxury sport utility vehicle or marble countertop. In the end, the person with the most toys does not win. The person with the most freedom wins. Keep your eyes on the horizon and your feet on the ground. Trust in the process and trust in your own strength. The truth will always be your best investment. Thank you for spending this time with me today. I will